8-foot wide with a 10-foot living area. This shown today in a 4-horse configuration comes in at about 10,040 pounds from Merhow here at Haylett Trailers of Coldwater, Michigan. All aluminum skeleton, all aluminum frame, full aluminum extruded floor decking, even all the way up through under the living quarters. 7.6 wide on the inside. Another thing I like about these, they have some serious warranty behind a well-built trailer. This has an 8-year structural warranty with a 2-year living area warranty, which is double what you very often receive from in the living quarters of many LQ builders. You can see that this layout is completely carpetless on our main deck, no floor vents, easy cleaning. Very handy if you're not the type of person that always wants to take your boots off every time you come in and out. Sometimes you just want to hop inside, grab a lemonade, then hop back outside, and you don't want to have to go through the rigmarole of taking your shoes on and off. Central air through this model with an available 15,000 BTU upgrade, which is something you'll probably see with fair frequency here at Haylett Horse Trailers of Coldwater, Michigan. It's so cheap to do it, it almost seems silly not to. Additionally, even though it is centralized, you can just dump all the cold air right here in the living area if you're so inclined. Also, our air ducts are vented and louvered, which are fancy pants terms for the fact that they can open and turn, so you can always point that air wherever you want, whenever you want. Merhow's in-house cabinet shop, I am incredibly impressed with. The fit and finish on this is fantastic. These are also, you can see obviously the raised panel hardwood cabinet doors, but if you open this up and you start feeling around past those hidden hinges, you can actually detect that this is all hardwood. This isn't, there's no vinyl sticker wraps or anything like that. It is all a pocket screwed hardwood cabinet, everything. And that trend persists even here around all of our window treatments. This trailer also benefiting from the interior package, which gives us the little soft touch accents. And these are soft touch walls, which it dramatically deadens the amount of noise in here. It's a huge noise reduction factor that, especially if you've got a couple chattering horses in the back and they're trying to talk to one another, you know, it keeps you sleeping at night. Also, the storage in these, kind of springing off of my conversation on their cabinet shop, the storage in these Merhows is just fantastic. I love what they're doing here. Now, it's not necessarily uncommon to see a nice little hanging closet up here in the gooseneck area, but usually you just find one, and you notice that here they're actually doing dual hanging closets. And not only does that give you that extra hanging storage that I think you're really gonna, I mean, when are you ever upset about having more storage than less? But because they box in a little bit, it does kind of help give a little bit of privacy, a little bit of definition up here to our front bed area. Now, speaking of our gooseneck, these are very CPAP friendly gooseneck areas. You can see how there's household outlets on both sides of the bed with plenty of room for a machine right up next to you. And big breeze windows, once again, fully hardwood framed out, with more of those hardwood cabinets wrapped all the way around here. And that recessed headboard up in the gooseneck area is a nice touch. Also a nice touch, I like the fact that down here at the base of the bed, I have switches for the overhead lights. But what's actually really neat is that's not the only switch for it, because those sconce lights here, those can be individually switched off. And just below that, there is another light switch for, not those, but these right here. So you can have the lights on and crawl into bed and not have to crawl back out of bed to turn the lights off just to go back to bed again. It's simple, it's easy, it's not an expensive thing, it's just a nice smart thing that they do. Now our entertainment here, it can pivot out to face the bed if we are so inclined, and I desperately need to clean my camera lens, don't I? Down below we've got our Bluetooth DVD system here if you want to hook your phone up to that and do some streaming music. Like I'm an avid Spotify listener, that would work for me. And more hanging storage in here. You can see there is a hanging bar up inside of there. As we flip around, one of the optional pieces of equipment you'll often find here at Haylett Horse Trailers is that larger convection microwave oven. Now what's cool about that is it cooks faster and with less heat than a conventional oven. So if you want to really maximize your storage space by getting rid of a conventional oven, which we've done here, you can still do some bacon if you want to make some biscuits or cookies or whatever. Now, our fixtures are really on a premium level. Like you see, we've got stainless sinks, and you'll find those all the way through. This is also a solid surface countertop. That is not a T-mold, so if you do splash water around, no big deal. And plenty of good drawer and cabinet space down below here. I love how they take those drawers all the way down to the floor so that there's just not an ounce of space gone to waste here. Also, every Merhow living quarter here at Haylett Horse Trailers of Coldwater, Michigan will have very easy access to the water heater bypasses, so when it is time to winterize, you do have the ability there. Now, what we're looking at here in this trailer is a 6 cubic foot gas electric fridge freezer. What you may find more of in the future is an 8 cubic foot gas electric fridge freezer, and you know that you can always put one in because if you see that extra cabinet pocket above the fridge, you could put a bigger refrigerator in here. It's, you know, 33% larger if it's optioned onto the coach, but obviously it costs a couple bucks. Now you see those wall control switches there. That'll get us up here to our max air vent fans. Now I'm tall, so if I had to, I could reach up here and I could turn something off and on, but I'm like a foot taller than my wife. That'd be a little bit too big for her, and I don't think she wants to step on a step stool to turn on a fan in the bathroom. So they give us a wall control switch to turn it on and off with varying speeds and open and close the vent lid all right here. Now that soft touch noise canceling wall persists back here through the horse area, and again, more storage. I like this bathroom. I like this bathroom a lot. I think the bathrooms in living quarters are one of the most commonly overlooked and underappreciated things that they do. And geez, oh Pete, I didn't even catch, they've got yet another drawer down here. How great is that? Now there's a little magnet strip that holds this shower door together, but you can see this is a fiberglass one-piece shower. So if you are taller like me and not a little more gravity friendly like my missus, well, then you're going to enjoy the fact that we've got plenty of headroom here. But notice how even this is more of that hardwood cabinet work. This is just a little piece of nothing that you would probably have overlooked without even thinking twice about it. But Merhow didn't. Merhow goes all the way, all day, every single time. And like the fit and finish up here, it's just fantastic. I really like how they put this together. Now, I mean, look at this. This is deceptively deep. If you've got your big shavers and stuff, and these are adjustable shelves. If you want to convert that to your specific wants and needs, you can. Now, that's, again, a stainless sink, just like we saw in the kitchen, with more of that solid surface countertops and plenty of space for things like blow dryers and toothbrush and etc. You get the idea. And don't forget, Merhow has twice the warranty in that living area with 2 years of coverage versus most living quarter manufacturers and an 8-year structural protection. I mean, if what you're looking for is peace of mind, I think you found it. So again, this is an all aluminum skin and skeleton. That polished nose wrap on there, if some idiot's coming straight at you with his high beams on, they'll turn them off. It'll reflect right back at them. They'll turn them off. Now we've got a couple optional packages, like there's the thing called the exterior package, horse area package. But this is pretty much how we're going to build them here at Haylett Trailers of Coldwater, Michigan. And things like adding that optional second hydraulic power front leveling jack, which each control individually, by the way. That's something that you're going to find us doing a lot here. Now, a standard Merhow thing, the only bit of exposed base steel chassis that you see right here, it does have like a truck bed liner on it, and you'll see some more of that on the kick wall. So, I mean, even the coupler, everything has been weather protected. Now, this is cool. Any spare tire, or any Merhow rather, with a spare tire, also has a little jiffy jack down here so that you can run your good tire up to easily exchange your bad tire, and that thing is heavy duty enough you do not need to unload your horses to get weight out of the trailer to do it. You're not going to crush that wedge. So if you're on the side of the highway and need to change a tire, you don't have to take your horses out in traffic to do it. Doesn't that sound better? So over here on the head side, again, we're looking at a 4-horse configuration today. You can build this in different horse configurations, but even our escape door has a drop-down breeze window. Also, notice how they put a simple little paddle lock on here, like a pass-through door to the living area, so that you know, you can use that sort of like a stuff wall instead of just a stud wall front stall. Sometimes people like to use this as an entryway. Maybe you have a little mat there, you want to take your boots off and hop up into that bathroom. Well, you can still kind of use it like personal security. Now, since this is a rear 8 wide with a rear door, that means these are 24-inch deep mangers versus a side ramp option that'll give you 18-inch deep mangers. The tail lights here, count them up. We got 4 big LED strip lights, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, so that no matter where the person behind you is looking, they will see that you're stopping and they won't smash into the back of your trailer. Also, it's a little bit smaller or harder to see, but There's a standard loading light over the back of the trailer, but notice how there's extra like floodlights above those stalls over there, so that if you are at a daytime event and your horses aren't stalled, you know, well, you can have them outside just kind of tied up to the trailer all day. And that's also where those extruded side panels are going to come into play. Obviously, you can see that you're getting a saddle tree that is appropriate to the size of the horse area we're looking at. But one of the cool things that they do here, both on their swinging doors as well as here in the tack area, is they use a composite wall lining. This stuff cannot rot, mold, or mildew if exposed to water. It's a composite resin. It's basically a plastic, effectively. Let me slide myself up in here. I like how heavy duty these things are. Man, that's got a good feel to it. I'm not left-handed. Oh my God. There we go. All right, so up here in the horse area, a couple things. Let's start by looking at our kick wall. I'm not going to kick it because that's not going to be at all representative to a horse kicking it, but the fact is a horse can kick this and it's solidly reinforced here, no big deal, with a 0.1 inch thickness truck bed liner covering on it effectively, so that you have, I mean, I don't care what kind of shoes your horses have. I know some road shoes are really rough on the kick walls of trailers. This is going to hold up. Now the horse area package will give us one of these loading lights or a floodlight per stall. So however many stalls this trailer has, that's how many lights you're going to get. We've got that lined and insulated roof, and you can see how there's plenty of air vents. We have flow-through gate dividers. You can get a ton of airflow back here for your animals. Now the front stall obviously has that stud curtain, but that's 2 pins. You could pop it off if you are so inclined. And again, here on a rear door model, we have 24-inch mangers. On a side load model, you would have 18-inch mangers. But notice how they're using a tube of aluminum right here, so that there's not a sharp edge pressing against your horse's windpipe and causing like a soft or a sore spot and rubbing or anything like that. It's those extra little details I really like. And when you are spraying it out, let me poke my camera through here, you see that there is that handy little drain spot right there to get this thing all nice and cleaned up, nice and easy. We have extruded interlocking plank flooring, which this thing basically, these like what, 10-inch planks, or 6-inch planks rather, locked together, and every inch on center there's effectively a miniature I-beam under those supporting your animals. It is an exceptionally heavy-duty floor. It's the same kind of flooring they use in like their toy haulers that you could actually, we call it a toy hauler Merhow, you could load a car into it if you were so inclined. Now, there's a bunch of little things like we've got the Dexter torsion rubber ride axles and suspension system here to give this a good smooth ride, and I think that's really important in something like a horse trailer where you have living animals inside of it, so that their legs aren't getting jarred and you know, you're not stressing your animals basically. It'll give them a smoother ride, and if it's smoother for you in the cab, you can guarantee it's smoother for the animals in the back. A lot of good things that I see here, guys. Now, one thing you can count on here from Haylett Horse Trailers is no nonsense. We don't do nasty hidden dealer fees, but we do everything else. So whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, you know, trailer delivery and everything between, we do it all. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy trails, everyone.